Good evening, friends. Welcome to traditionella bondedemokrati. On this evening of the it's December somewhere where we will be joining. We needed time to recuperate the steel. So we now have a slight buffer. I say buffer. It's a generous term for what amounts to about 80 tons in storage, I think. But it's December. What can you do? Skål för fan. Yes. Now I'm just going to have to move my colleague out of the way here, and I think that we could get... Oh, yes, you can be over here. Yes, that's very good. Be there. Yeah. There we go. And if all the roads and everything could just be initialized as well, we'd be... Oh, we're not. That is not very promising, because the game crashed. Crap. What have I done? Or will it just work if I try it again? Or is the... it is completely possible. That's not what we want. It is completely possible that the save file is actually broken. But I cannot really accept that fact right now. No, let's please cross fingers, thumbs, and what we got here, and hope. No, god damn it! The game doesn't want to load. What the? I shall have to pause and see what we can do. Hopefully, I'll be right back before you even know it. Right, so this is the best we got. It's the first autosave of. So scratch that about the. It being December and such, and welcome to the 1st of August. Yes, the last of the summer months is here, and the thing is that I've loaded up this before, and tried and catch up a bit. Problem is only that, well, first of all, I'm sorry, but we have to do this. Yes, there we go. Yes, the game has crashed now a few times when playing about with this. So I wondered. First of all, I wondered why it wouldn't load. Was this something I had built or something I had done? It has been stable so far. This branch. Actually quite stable. One crash or something. It's been very stable. The stuff is maybe not completely finished, the nuclear stuff and such, but it's been reliable. But we are producing a lot more power here now, if that has something to do with it. I'm building, crazy things, lots of construction things going on. We've had that all the time, though. I have 24 gigabytes of memory. That should be enough. But the backlog of steel has to be dealt with. And it's not that it's been crashing when I've been demolishing buildings or doing anything. In fact, it's just crashed. So I don't know what to tell you. And yes, the reason for doing this shall become clear. That is because we're getting a kindergarten in here. And this is not how it was intended. Now it got up on a hill and we might not get a road in. No. Yes, we will definitely get a road in here. Yes, and you know what? I don't care particularly much about this stuff. It would be very handy if you could join a footpath as such, but you can't, and I don't think that we'll ever be able to. That feels like something that is very inherent to how the game works. Yes, construction office, please build kindergarten. Yes. I have one thing that is being constructed here, which we've been waiting for a long time, is this. Yes, the domestic hookup to the nuclear power plant. And that has been finished, and after that the game has crashed. But the first, when I was expecting the game to load here just about 7 minutes ago, or some such, you were saying, yes, then the game was running fine. Just that quite a bit of time had passed. Yes, we were in the middle of December, and it's about to hook up to disconnect the old betan here, and replace this connection with the connection to the nuclear stuff. But that's yes, and I don't know how much I fiddle about with. Quite a bit. And I wonder what it is that makes the game corrupt. It's happened before that on the public beta branch there has been game save corrupting, game save corruption causing issues. Yes. And I don't know if I'm subject to one of those, or if it is something I'm doing here that is causing this. But yes, I have upped the what should we call it, speed of the autosaves a bit. One thing that is a bottleneck is this place. There is no one that wants to work here. And that's simply because we don't have that many workers here. I want to build this hospital. I've completed it once, and come about 10% once, and so on. Yes. And most of all, yes, out here, I know that there is a lack of kindergartens, for example, and I envision a street, a glorified gravel road, yes, like that, and then I envision a kindergarten about here somewhere. Yes, we have left control to disable that. Could we have a button to disable the tooltip as well? That would be fantastic. Here, yes. We could do that and wait, or we could. I think that this is a problem at many places. I would think it's not really. There are only 10 people living here. Yes, and here it's full. Why don't you go live over here, where you can be much more productive and work at a technical university and everything? I don't know. But here it's completely full. That's great. We'll borrow a few people here again. We have been randomly selected That's the wrong town. To get invited to move to Molna. Yes, that's what you're going to do. I want even more. Now, 3 workers can't work because there's no kindergarten, but there will be quite soon. And now resources are starting to show up here. That's good. And workers showing up here, not quite, no. And this bridge, let's see, this bridge, yes, this bridge is taking forever because there are no workers. Yes, we have a severe lack of workers here. I mean, they've got everything. They have a pub, which does not have alcohol. This I've also done many times now. Add new connection to here, unload. Yes, purchase resources using rubles. No, you most certainly not. You should be all set. You load alcohol there. I mean, and there we have it. Yes, there we have it indeed. The game crashed just like that. Let's see if we could have the luck of the autosave then. And see here, we have one autosave from the 12th of August of 1980. Let's see what that brings. That still works. Okay. That's great. I suppose. Yes, perhaps we should lower it to even 3 minutes. Where is it? General settings. No, that's graphics. That's the no, that's the controls. It's the speaker. But the speaker. Yes, that's why it's always confusing. I suppose this is what we're going to have to deal with now. Here on the bleeding edge. Okay, no alcohol here. We'll do this. Is it this that is crashing the game? Come here. Unload. Load. Where have we been? There are no workers here. Not a lot of workers here. That's one thing that hasn't been done. Maybe they don't like being relocated. You know, I don't care that much. Well, if it crashes the game, then I do care, but I quite like a few workers in here, if you wouldn't mind. And why not make it even a bit more accessible to them to get to here? You can even have a direct connection that leads to nowhere, but in between here. But it must be the most efficient way for them to get to the bus stop. So if one person from this house decides to go work at the bus stop, then we ought to see them. But no, that might take a while. Okay, and what we're doing, this is still at 100. It should not be at 100. Is it assigned to a construction office? No, it's not. Yes, do you not like building a hospital here, maybe? That sounds quite far-fetched. I wonder, is it this? Is it when the nuclear power gets connected to the coal power? there is only 18 tons of steel missing after all. Maybe we should try and keep a look at this. Yes, you never know. Troubleshooting software, that's never know what to expect. And in this case, we have no way of knowing the inner workings of the game engine. That's a mystery how that works. Thank you, what save? Dum 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 dum. Yes, and I'm pretty sure we're on the same version as last time when it was stable. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, do we have resources here? Yes, we do. Even steel, in fact. That's great. But we only have one of those things. And for the purpose of quickening the construction here a bit. Try, not that one, not the big one, but the other small one. There are plenty. Another, this is expensive. That's the one I had. Okay, this one as well. We shall move you to Molna. Molna will be your base of operations from now on. Yes, that may quicken slightly the progression of the railroad. Do we get any workers here? Well, the bus just left. Come on. No, none. That's unfortunate. That means they must be working somewhere else. 5 people are working at the hospital. This is too much. You're not in that much need of a... Also, you're lacking steel, so don't be hanging around at a construction site that is inoperational, please. And these things cannot be finished because they miss steel as well. But workers, they will also be lacking. Yes, this is actually progressing slightly. And I think it's going to be progressing even more now that we get 2 more railroad construction things in here. But if we could get a bit more workers, that would also be nice. Yes, we could build a tower block, an enormous tower block, right in the middle here, and just draw people in from every which way around. Residential prefab. These are cheap, Yes, move a lot of people in. It's not the most attractive location, but I think it will do. Yes. Road, gravel road. Crossing not allowed. Why not? Yes, and footpathing. I mean, this is the direction that everything is in that you want. But you're not going to allow me to, okay. Well, I suppose one of you are screwed then. Like you, for example. No one's living here anyway. I'd really prefer it if you would allow me to connect in between here, but you won't. 3 workers, 7. These. You live here now. No. Come. What is the problem? Why be so difficult? Damn it. Okay, you're gone as well then. Fine. If you want to be that way, I can deal with that. No problem at all. Now, that should allow them quick access. And also to the kindergarten. And maybe out to somewhere else as well. You can go out here, and from there you can reach the world, more or less. At least within 400 meters or so. Oh, here comes one of the newly assigned construction vehicles. Yes. And this, we want you to start working on this as soon as possible. No, I realize this is what we want to do. Yes. Any workers arrived here yet? No. Any workers arrived here yet? No. Fine. Yes, I remember now. There are actually quite a bit of workers laying about here somewhere. Isn't there? Here, for example, I mean, it's not, this is overflowing. And they don't even have very good transportation. This will take. You get to move to Molna. It's a great city. Or hopes of. I mean, the housing may not be the best at the moment. It's quite poor, in fact, much of it. But it's what we got out here. Why don't I build? That's a real shack. No, it wasn't actually that, but it was the roof. It's just a wooden house. There's nothing wrong with wooden houses. But the quality of flats is 65%, so apparently there is some discrimination against wooden houses here. Yes. And they can't enjoy culture. Yes. I realize you don't have a cinema. You're not getting one. Not at the moment. You need to do a hell of a lot more work for me first. And you're just eating and dressing up and going to the pub. That's all you do. And of course, even though the game is not crashing at the moment, another exciting aspect is of course if the game will load then later on. Yes, the domestic power line is now the domestic hookup to the nuclear power plant is now complete. And if we fly over here to Gamla Bettan, I think it's about time we take her offline. And there's a severe lack of coal, so it is about time. We want more workers here, please. Like a lot more workers. We want plenty of steel for the steel mill. It cannot be standing still. And taking Bettan offline. I mean, if this now contains, proper electricity from the nuclear stuff, from that network or grid, so to speak. So what we'll have is a medium voltage switch here. Yes, you don't need a road quite of that caliber. We can get by with one of these, in fact. Yes, and then a power transformer, of course. Power transformer. Yes. And again, a bit of mud road. There we go. And just a tiny bit of that thing. And yes, you're already here with stuff. Very good. How's the coal heap looking? Quite bad. This is not good, but it's not that bad actually. The only problem is that all these things, all these medium voltage wires, they are connected. And what we could also do for the moment, we cancel the export. Yes, we're not going to be running any coal-powered export anymore, I don't think. There we go. And right, these kinds of things we'll have up here, and then we'll cancel this bit and have this instead. Yes, and I think we may actually be fine running this, building this, because we ought to have power here. Yes, we do. And over in Oskarshamn, do you know your way around yet? Not quite. How's things? I think that you have a little bit of a pile of the spent nuclear fuel going on. There's not that many workers, but it seems to be fine at the moment. Pardon me. There are, however, yes, pardon indeed. There are many workers here, which is very unnecessary. They should be working at the power plant. We can take it easy here because there's not, the resources does not exist. No, but however, one of these is finished. An open storage space for vehicles, big. Yes, and now it has low voltage, and that's not good. Come on, the people. There we go, now it's up again. 42 megawatts. And there is one more thing being, I think it is being worked on. That will take 250 tons of steel to get that all the way up to the border here. Well, that's fine. Please just keep this place staffed and such. This is a hill. Yes, the hill is close to this stuff. Right, because this, no workers or mechanism. Would you mind bringing some workers or mechanism? Steel framing, I mean, it's 52 workdays are left. Are you possibly heading for this place? Yes. Yes, you were. Still, it will take a little while, but for now... God damn it, pardon. Yes, I think. Oh, god damn it, the railroad construction office is on fire. Fire truck, where are you? There you are. And another one. 4 firefighters, I'm not sure. Yes, it's going to cut it. Maybe especially trucks like you, filled with fuel, should stay clear. There we go, 17 firefighters. prefab panels, we're no workers. Yes, that is a problem of this general area, but we do not have workers here. Yes, we have cement. Good. This place we would also like to be constructed. It is being constructed, in fact. All but 1.1 tons of steel. It's again the workforce here that is disappointing, to say the least. You're all working on this stuff. Stop it. You're not construction. Well, you may be construction workers, but not here. Not right now, anyway. An open hull of steel will be coming. But you're also going to need prefab panels. Why aren't we going and getting prefab panels? Because I have reassigned. No. Apparently not. I would suppose that is because it has a load. No. It's because I didn't hit the thing. Yes, we'll have. I wonder how clever it is about this. It got rid of the prefab panels here somehow. It did not, even though they are required right here. You know what? I think that I am going to do a save and reload and take a little break. The return, hopefully. Really, hopefully. We absolutely hope so. There's 21. It's doomed, perhaps. There we go. Right, so fingers crossed here that we actually managed to load the game. I'm a bit nervous now. Import vehicles. Game it worked. Fantastic, it worked. However, I forgot something. I'll be right back. Right, terribly sorry about that, but you know, needs musts and so on. Cheers. Cross our fingers. This is the exact same game, save game that we're loading as before. Yes, it is working. If I just remember to lower the volume. There we go. And then we could get rid of that one. We don't need that menu for the moment. And let's see here. What is it? Yes, a better tomorrow. I sincerely hope so. Oh, it starts good. I spilled the drink here on myself. Yes. Yes. Molnar Flats. You're missing prefab panels and steel. So is everyone. At least steel. Prefab panels. Are you by any chance going? No. I mean, I've done my best to move people in here now, and they're still not really that keen to work at the thing. That must mean that there are other workplaces available which they'd rather work at. Rail construction office, well, that's a good thing. I'm not going to complain. Here, maybe sometimes it is. We don't need quite that many. Yes, we use gravel, but we have also built up quite a buffer at this point. Yes, I must gather my mind a bit. Are we actually rolling and running and everything? We are. We're rolling at high speed even. Look at this. What's this crazy? Is coming with boards for the construction here of the hospital. Yes. Third time's the charm. Or is it perhaps even more? Now, the colleague she's getting interested in the mouse wire cable again. Yes. It is apparently impossible for a cat to resist wire being. But I really thought that she had grown out of this a long time ago. Yes, approaching 20 years. Yes. But if you wouldn't mind leaving this alone, it would really help me, you know. Stop it. Titta. Steel is missing. Steel is always missing. But over here, let's see how we're doing with the electrical business, because that's what we want to do. Want to fix. Right. This is a lot of stuff. Well, that's fine. This is complete. Yes, you have nuclear power. Very good. That just means that we need to do a bit of reorganizing here with these medium voltage ones and take them to the transformer instead. And wherever they go, I don't know, but wherever, be careful. Now you stop it. Leg off. Leg off. Yes, yes. Nice cat. But please, calm down. It's fun to see all the that so much energy can be in such an old creature. But it is very annoying. It is what it is. Yes, and distracting. I mean, I really need to concentrate for this stuff, you know. This one we could begin with. Was it that one? Yes, and it's getting dark. God damn it. Why? This is not possible to do at night. There it is. It's a terrible idea to do at night. Didn't I mod this so it would be brighter at night? Perhaps it got overwritten in an update or something. Yes, is there now? As here is one. Where does that go? And a building is on fire. Please don't be anything important, and please be close to large aggregate storage in Sayov. I think that we will be very safe in Sayov. Yes, at least the night passes quickly here when we're running at turbo speed. We're not going to continue that until we get back a little bit of a stockpile of steel. That's all. Yes, you want to do something like this. That's one more. And then there's only one left. You see? Yes, it's a lot easier now that I have am in sole control of the mouse device, of the pointing device. Yes, and you should now be absolutely unloaded. There is stuff, there may be stuff that is powered with this as a substation, but I wonder if there is anything that only has this. I don't know, I suppose we'll close it down and see what happens. I mean, she will always be ready to take over, and should we need it, then maybe we should prepare a bit for that circumstance. I mean, here, it should be a high voltage switch, and just a simple matter of hooking it up to there for the internal stuff, should we ever need it. Now, here is actually a switch which could be made to serve this function. Yes, you know what we'll do? We're operating without issues and absolutely no load. Okay. I think that's a good thing. Unless anything here is unelectrified. No. I think it's pretty good. The voltage is, this is not what I expect from my nuclear industry. Although sometimes it does this, aggregates and things. But look, there's no coal. That means that we're producing a lot of steel. 20 workers. Yes, that means that we have a few people in the mine. No. This is a bit odd. I think. Yes, this is a bit odd. Yes. Let's see. But now it has plenty. The steel mill actually has coal, so we haven't run out to that extent yet. But it is going down. But we have 150 people in here now. This is more like it. I think that we could slow the passage of time down slightly. And you are now disconnected. Yes, we should continue this a bit, because through here very little power passes. I think there's plenty of capacity on this line to actually get a little bit of income in dollars. Now, this money should primarily be spent to buy licenses to build vehicles, and they are incredibly expensive. Yes. I mean, they are so fantastically expensive that you would not believe. I want this is going to look a bit strange, but I want... yes, I'm going to want you this way. That's what we have to do. One of those, and sure, one of the heavy-duty ones. And this is for future building in the way. No, it's possible to do. Good. We'll not do that now. For now, we'll do is to hook this one back up. Should we construct, or we build it ourselves? It's only a short bit, and we now have actually have steel, didn't we? Yes, 50 tons. Excellent. Wonder if this means that the new power line is getting finished as well. Might be. Yes, doing many things many thoughts at the same time are occurring. That we don't need. That ought to do you. Yes, we're assigned to construction offices. No workers, very good. you ready for whenever we need you? Should we ever need you? We would hope not. And from what I could tell, it was not possible to have them both this power plant and the nuclear power plant hooked up at the same time, because that would somehow the coal seemed to have priority or something. I don't know, but it seemed to get its power from the coal. We'll set this to 9 for now, so that we are within safety margins. But this, let's think about this. We have 18 megawatts here. This is 18 megawatts. This is 18 megawatts. This is 15 megawatts. That's fine. But then, how much are we running? How much are we running through here? 3.8 megawatts. And that is most, or all. Yes, this is all of the domestic power runs of this. We don't use that much electricity. No. But I mean, the not abundance, maybe, but still availability of steel should mean that a lot of stuff. No workers are waiting here. This thing is coming along slowly. Why isn't there a crane here helping? Is it out doing something else? And why in that case do I only have one? I have only one crane. That's not. We're going to have more cranes. Tower crane. Should we get the tower crane? I have a bit of money. Yes, but you're saving that for being able to build vehicles. Is that really a sane plan? Because it's going to take a lot of time to be able to do that. But we now have a tower crane, but road cranes seem quite handy to have as well. This is not the best one, but I like it. You know. Yes, this is will soon go off the market. East Germany, no. We'll trust Russia and Czechoslovakia, I think. Czechs, the Slovaks, and the Russians. Yes, I mean, no offense in case there might have been. I think there was. Should there be? No, I hope not. Anyway, we're getting you unloaded. You're not going to wait around here and causing traffic incidents. And neither are you. Steel trucks will have loading. No, load. Don't load. Unload and don't wait. Simple as that. Thank you. We have 3 vehicles here now. Have you gotten anywhere? Not a great deal. No. Where are you? You're not doing anything. You don't consider yourself. You consider yourself done. I can assure you, you are not done by any means. I mean, do not reach in here. Why would you will when this gets built? That's how it works. Yes. And you are building out here slowly. 20. Well, you're actually fully staffed almost. But it is going very slowly. Yes. And the plan of getting steel here, but if we buy a train, but it is actually not that far off now. Oh, look at the crane. This is more like it. Now we're doing some serious impact. maybe 7 workers. If we could have a bit more, this should be a priority, so we could avoid this situation. And I should have put a road cargo station in here, but I was thinking trains. We shall deliver by train. Yes, indeed. How is this going? Terribly, or not at all? People don't like to go here for work. And that's the only way that we're going to get the bridge built, unfortunately. People will not walk to road building sites. They need to be driven by bus. Okay, we have a mechanism, but no workers. Do we have a mechanism here? No. And an open hull is on the way with prefab panels. That's good. And that's actually all that you'll need. Okay, but if we could get a machine out here, it would quicken this. But yes, I prioritize this now because this isn't working anyway. Where are all you people working? You're happy, and if you can't find your way here, I'm sorry. But yes, that's fine. That is fine, and this is going along very good. Let's see, is perhaps... Yes, I need to do something about the nuclear fuel, the nuclear waste. And this is done, and this is all done. So we might be able to put something in there, and let's see. How much is this is not complete yet, unfortunately. No, 165 tons of steel is missing. And that's going to take a long time to get out here at the current rate and how it's currently done. It's not maybe the most optimum of logistical setups, but it's what we got, and I'm not reorganizing that until we have the train service, the train in service even. Yes, so this, now, what's this? Oh, anything, yes, Valkavysk, but not you. I mean, you should definitely be doing this as well. Should I relocate another one or buy, perhaps? You're working towards the... yes, but I'm also working towards the railroad. 355,000. It was 200 something last time. The inflation, god damn it, it's killing me here. But it's the one we want. I don't care that it's not available for another 5 years, because this is ridiculous. I'm at least building, or constructing rather, the railway, but some rules are meant to be broken. Or rather, there are occasions where rules are supposed to be broken. Perhaps. Anyway. Food and alcohol and clothing. A little bit. Very little bit. Speaking of which, and this stuff is chugging along, I think. Let's see if... let's just make sure that this thing is still fine. Yes, it's fine. But it doesn't seem like this is complete yet. No, it's not. They are working on it though. The steel is arriving. Very good. It should be done any minute. Any minute. Well, in terms of construction of electricity things, As you see, the steel is here. We just need a crane and a couple of guys and gals, and this should be done in no time. Yes, it is doomed, perhaps. We shall see now at least knock on wood. It has not crashed for a while. But it's a real bother if it won't load. Yes. Now, okay, the 15th of November, we are soon at where we were supposed to be. But nothing is how it would have been. That's okay. We have this instead. Meat, 212 tons. We are barely keeping up with that stuff. And I think it is slightly lack of workforce in here, which in turn is due to there being how many buses here serving? 3 buses, of which one is all of these are very old, but this one is particularly this is of an old model. We bought it in 1970, I think. It's nice, look at it. Yes, we're keeping it well maintained. It is working excellently. It's a bit of a hill here, Yes, I don't like, complete flat grids things. It's nice when there is a bit of landscape and things. And this is a landscape. Look at this. The mountains and lake and everything. And the fields. And the industrial crop-related industry. Industrial-related industry, yes. Anyway, whoa, hello, that was bright. That's also the thing with the night, because if you do this, it's actually quite visible. But then hello, you can't see anything. Right. Anyway, the bus line for the food workers, it's here. There are only 3 vehicles on it, and the problem is not really the amount of vehicles. The problem is this: these things are overloaded. Oh, we have a brownouts. That's not good. Come on, okay, fine. We'll deal with the nuclear industry. We are intending to load that quite heavily indeed. And that's not here. Oskarshamn is not in that direction. It is in this direction. You can see the cooling towers from many miles away. Yes. And this, what are you all doing here? Tough. Okay. Yes, you're constructing power line. Good. Now, as long as we have a steady amount of workers in here, it's all fine. But we don't, unfortunately, because they all bunch up. Of course, that's what they do. Maybe we should try the little trick. The problem is that these take so many workers that for the trick to work, we don't need to be able to satiate the workplaces. Satiate, yes, completely fulfill their need. What we'll do is this mod, a platform, tiny bus stop. So we can't quite be bothered for now. We have this. Maybe even here, if it would fit. Yes, it would. Just as long as this will connect. Oof, fantastic. Now, watch this. Hopefully, let's see. You You work in here and here and here. That's where you work. And you work where are you? Yes, here, here, and here. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We also have more buses that could be deployed. Yes, there's also one. Now this is fantastic with the lines system. This would have been so hopeless to do before at the Oskarshamn bus stop, because there will be people waiting at this bus stop. Now we don't want to load, just want to unload. And to do this previously, you would have to open up every single one of these and do it to them. Okay, we'll try and launch a bus here at an opportune time. It won't matter because we'll need to go and refuel and it will mess up. Yes, that's correct. We'll just launch it then. There we go. Full of workers, that's good. We're doing here quite decently. And here, yes, this town, we really want people to procreate at an amazing rate. But I don't think that they probably are. It's just that we are quite few. We don't even have enough accountants to show the stats. Damn it, come on. Show me the stats, please. Please, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. 1,322 people, they are very happy. 138 escapes. Yes, not too bad, I don't think. Hans Asino, 1st of January of 1970. Okay, we get the original. It used to say unknown, which was a bit nice. Nice touch in the stock map. It probably still does on the stock map. This was of course procedurally, yes, generated on epoch 0. Yes, the 1st of January of 1970. What is epoch time now then? It's many seconds. That is not possible to calculate in the head. But this power line is finished. That means that we could get. It's already contributing to the dollar account, I think. But this, we need plenty more workers in here. Yes. Like a lot more. We'll see what this bus stop has of an effect. If any, I really hope it does, because this is not good. Now, you see, no. Come on. Yes, we're going to need a lot more. We're expecting the 70-80 megawatts at least. There we go, 55. And the voltage is going. Yes, we are coping with the demand. Yes, there we are. Very nice. So the current demand is about 50 megawatts when it's stabilized. Yes, the electricity simulation is nice. Simulation model. Let's call it a model. It is nice. It is very well done. But you're not complete. Okay, you looked complete from over there. Because when you are completed in about 112 tons of steel, we'll be able to where's the dollars coming from then? Yes, of course, the power line over connecting backbone to the old power connection out here. Yes, that is back online, but being fed by nuclear power now. This, once this is complete, I expect to be able to have this. I certainly hope that there are enough people available in the nuclear and especially uranium industry to get this done. It's a bit difficult to grasp what the volume of stuff that we're going through is. Because it doesn't have any containers, input containers stored quite right now. It only has spent stuff. Come on. Yes. Yes. You're doing great. That's fantastic. But yes, you have 3.15 tons in the reactor, I would suppose, or something. Yes, within the system. Okay. And you do not have yes, you have one container in the input line, and those contains 0.2 tons. So we have, this lasts a while. That's good. Do we have? But I don't think that we have any stored over here. It's just that we have a great buffer within the power plant, but there's nothing stored here. No. You are working though, but you are working slowly. Yes, that's correct. I don't know what to do about that. We can decrease the number of workers here, because we're not building that much for the moment. Yes, that will make all the difference in the world, Oh yes. You seem to have plenty of stuff. And your import is full, but that's the miners. We can't really do much about that at the moment. But here, yes, okay. Here we have devastated the population slightly, but they are quite healthy. But the logistical situation regarding the workforce may not be optimal. Atombränslearbetarlinjen, indeed. Are you working for construction? Where are you going? Road 1556. That wouldn't happen to be the power line. I think it would. It's probably around here somewhere. I don't know. Where are we? Yes, it's here. And it's approximately in the vicinity of the location of the current construction. Maybe you shouldn't be bringing that much people out here. We don't have any steel. Speaking of which, steel, coal, stuff like that, how are you doing? Iron, pretty good. Coal, terrible. Terrible indeed. Not very good at all. Let's see, here. 65 is the maximum that I will allow, and there are only 23. We want more, if possible. Plenty more is what we need. Yes, I remember when these buses were overflowing with people. Yes, 62 tons is, it's not bad. It's not bad. Petroleum. 15 workers. Chemicals, 12. Firefighters, 10. Right. Distribution office. Fuel tank. You see, we have stopped exporting, I think, quite all of the only power, only electricity. It's our only export. But this, we're still not even up to the point where we were supposed to be 30th of November. We're approaching. Yes. It's the town of Polochevo, but there's one difference, and this time I have not really messed. We haven't messed that much with Polochevo that I've tried before. And maybe they don't like being messed with. If we could just get more people in here. We need to put up a few tower blocks or something. This, we can't have this. No. And unfortunately, there is a bug, and there is a house right around here somewhere that we could use to. No. Would you please move? This is the old bug where they're just stubborn. Yes, goodbye. Goodbye. Are you now, have you reconsidered? No. Will you reconsider? Maybe later. Oops. It's not for relocating citizens here. Oh, it's they do not want to move either. Stubborn people. What about you? Yes. I may not have needed to tear that one down, come to think of it. It's primarily this one. But they are very reluctant. And I'm afraid if I use this, that will end up with wherever that one is. It's around here somewhere. I don't think I can find it now, but somewhere around here there is one house. Here it is. But it only had children living in it. Maybe they grew up somehow. Yes, it must mean. How old are you? Yes, you just become an adult. Well, this is a bit of an interesting situation. And why? Yes, home building is Bibornas hus. This is where their parents were moved, I would think. And yes, that's where their parents went. And they are still living here because somehow sometimes the children don't get moved over. But I suppose now that you are an adult, we could actually relocate you. Yes. That's good. And now there's another one that has grown up. Oh, it's you. You're still okay. You're still here. Children, 3, 17 years old. That will take a while. Okay, here we're trying to build something. we don't use that tool around critical infrastructure such as lit and paved road streets. Even one could call them. You are a bit in the way, but I suppose you will get to be in the way. Now, we're not going to be able to put the standard in here, but yes, we are going to be able to put this one in here. You say you cannot build due to infrastructure. I say that I'm pretty sure you can. And I'm apparently building for money. It's done. Here we go. And it's full of people. You better hook it up to things. Yes, there you go. Would some of you please go? No. Go to work. As that, I would really like the road connected, and that means that you can get to live in the new thing. The purpose of tearing your old house down here. Yes. So that it can have a little road connection. It's very important. A street connection. It looks silly without it. And really, 4,500. I could have had that constructed. Yes. 20 full workers without job. I suggest you go to the bus platform here. And very few seem to be choosing to do so. Let's have a look. Which route do they take? For once, thank you all to say. None is walking to the bus platform. None are. Or yes, okay, I see which route they're taking, I think. But I'm not sure that they're coming from this. You see, here they go there. Yes, and that makes sense. They really want to walk on the sidewalked streets, which is understandable. That's a really good mechanic that they added, that they'll walk further on these types of roads. Very good. Yes, anything else for now? I think something else for now. It's a special doomed one, this. What the hell? I mean, 7th of December, okay, we're getting closer. Let's just have a few sanity checks here. This is that's reasonable. We still need to take care of the nuclear fuel. Yes, you seem to be forgetting about that. I seem to be. We need an open now, and there's really only one thing for it. In one of those. Did I just buy a lot? No. Good. And I think it's that one that is bright orange. Yes. Very good. You can load vehicles on flatbed up to 38 tons. Very good. You go here, if you could. Yes. Load vehicles. Maybe. Then you go here and unload vehicles. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. This is exciting. And don't take the fuel, the unused fuel, the actual fuel, if any are available. Just please bring the spent ones. Yes, thank you all to save again. We cherish and also whilst we're here within the cooling tower, the twin reactor nuclear power plant, they have a steady and enough. I don't know if it's steady, but for now they have enough. Okay, you're getting used nuclear fuel. Very good. And nothing but, I would hope. Yes, I mean, this only costs 3,655 rubles to get rid of at the border. That is quite cheap. That is quite cheap. Anyway. And will this now work? Will you unload here? You see, this is enough. Yeah, yes, it works. Perfect. I mean, I don't know how many will be able to fit here, but I think it's quite a few. And if this would work, that you'd wait until you have a full load and not be going back and forth all the time, that would be excellent. Let's hope that it doesn't mess up with the fuel and the used stuff. And also, now that we have this, it's fine. Yes. Let's hope we don't have a fire here. And maybe one day, the more permanent storage is out here with a tiny village of people at a safe distance, and the fire station at an unsafe distance. Well, a safe distance if you consider what it's for. Yes. Are you increasing in population? I don't remember. You're happy, and there are quite a few babies and children. Maybe not quite enough. Oh, that's a thing. Because I have built a kindergarten out here. Oh, this I think I even did. Yes. Here. As such. Yes. Maybe it's the kindergarten here that is the doomed thing. Kindergarten. Education. Education for the babies. Construct or build, auto build, construct. Not the road though, and perhaps the situation is a bit dire. No one is living here. No one is living here. No, here there's no problem. Are there any children? Yes. So you got assigned to construction offices. That's good. Not to this one though. Which one would assume? Now you are. Okay, it took you a little while. Fine. 12th of December. Yes, I think since it is a special and doomed one, we shall do a little break yet again. Yes. Yes, I think a 3-parter is what we're going for here. Molna. Before we go though, Molna, how are you doing with the bridge? Nothing. Is the tower block is in. Workers. One working can't work. There'll be no sport. The pub tavern. It's that you can walk over there, I'm certain. Or can't you? You can. You can't. But you can't walk to the church, which to me would look Oh, this is not connected, and it won't be, but this can be. We'll have this. Wrong button. And now, can you walk out over there? Would you think? You still cannot walk to the pub. What's wrong here in this picture? But you can walk right by it. You know what? Let's try and sneak something in here. Not that it's going to help these people, but it's going to help someone, I think. This is more for what doesn't work. Okay, fine. You are now able to walk here. That must mean that there is room for improvements here. You still don't want to walk that way. Okay, fine. I really am not that bothered. As long as you work. And you all do. Yes, should we, I don't know, you cannot see the quality of the flats when no one is living. I know that these are 102%. This looks like it doesn't look that bad. This, I call 80%, that's fine. This though, this does not look that good. I think we'll tear it down. Up in a puff of smoke it goes. Oh, we have workers and mechanisms here now. Great. Would you please get some workers out here? And if they would just go here. I mean, if I have to, I will goddamn tell people to work here. All of you, for example. Yes, all of you, you're going here for work. That's what you're doing. Some of you will not get the job. But that's fine. You get to be home. The important thing is that we get workers in here. Because otherwise this bridge will never be finished. How is this coming? Not that great. What are you doing then? You're doing something. You're doing nothing. You're doing something. Why aren't you doing anything? There ought to be stuff to do. You're only working on 2 things. I promise you there are more. Here, why don't you? Here, why don't you? Perhaps this is assigned to... No, it's not assigned to the other one. I don't understand why it wouldn't. But now it's going. And here, how are you doing? Not much. Okay. That reminds me, there is one thing here to do. That is to assign this bit that is inaccessible from the other one. Yes. Oh, you have already figured it out to do this. This is in fact what you're working on. Okay. Very good. You are going to have problems here. I can tell you. Perhaps there will even be a collision right in front of Lenin. Not quite in the middle of Lenin, right in front of Lenin, but close. What's going to happen here? That's one way of dealing with the issue. But if we have the capability to just, teleport, why bother with all of this stuff? Oh, something is on fire. Road cargo station in Schweiz. That's quite far away from road cargo station, you say. In Schweiz, it's not this one. Okay, it's well, you could click it here. Oh, it's this one. Oh, that's integral to everything here. But look at this. Now that we have another agro farm going, we're full of stuff, the good stuff. And look at this. Yes, very good. Yes, pause. And Act 3 coming up. Yes, and just like that, we are back. Hopefully, crossing fingers that it will load. It's been running for a while. I don't know how long exactly. An hour at least. And it's working. Fantastic. The 5th of April. And what's going on in the traditional farmers Republic reunion, Republic era, international, and such. Yes, we are treating a child. That's good. That means that the said child will grow up. This bridge is, it takes longer to build a bridge than it does a nuclear power plant. In fact, and you look at the ruble accounts, 768,000. I think that we could buy something, a contract for a train. Should we buy our first train? First trains, I don't know. Let's see here, blueprint to manufacture. Yes. 1.6 million. Okay, that's quite not within our reach. No. It will be. It definitely will be, because I think this year so far it's the 6th of April and 400,000 almost, and $300,000. That's something. Pretty stable as well. But I think, let's just check on the meat, 241, it's gone up slightly, good. And clothing, nothing. No, but you have fabric and you have a few workers. Yes, the worker situation here is still unresolved. I could build a model society here. Instead of trying to do this will be the old town, and this will be that will ramp it up much more than is necessary. Yes, good. There are no serious issues. Yes, people are extremely happy. And the average lifespan is 80 years, so we should have almost up to 3,000. And population 10 and a half last year. 80 escapes, not that bad. No, that's okay. I suppose we're doing all right. But okay, so the license to build a locomotive was yes, you already. I think it's gone up significantly. So it's probably 3 million now to be able to build the consist that we need. Yes, engineering industry. Engineers, no, dry dock, railway production line. Yes, hello. This is very large. How expensive are you? 273 tons of steel. I can manage. 441 tons of bricks. That's a bit. That's going to take a while to transport. Not to make, but to move. And, okay. 14,500 work days. Okay. And what does that represent in rubles? 800,000. Okay. Part of thirsty here, and I need some music to get. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, and you need plastics. So before we do this, we have to build a plastics factory. Yes, and electrical components, which is a real problem, I only suppose that locomotives require electrical components, and I mean, how many of those am I going to build? 4 to begin with, and hopefully 30. But I do not intend to make a huge industry out of this. No, this is for domestic use. Anyway, that is quite a project, and all the money. But I can handle it. We can handle it. We have the infrastructure and the resources and the workers. Yes. Should we have a look here? There are still some settlements. Here, for example, is something. What's this? Is this a random village? I mean, this is here one could really just take people, and relocate if one wanted to. It's quite decent folk. Yes, and here is the largest town, city. This ought to be the capital, but Polochevo, I think, is the something more. This has not yet been embraced, but there are people living here. Well, certainly, let's say you. Yes, yes, that was the thing, the fuel situation. I've actually, we are starting to run very, very, very low indeed on fuel. This thing consumes a lot of fuel. The thing with the nuclear thing is that The amount of fuel that you need in the reactor is very, very small in relation to the amount of energy that you get. And this is not going to end well. This, unfortunately, no. We might be forced or have to bring old Bettan online here. That will halt all export. Yes. Let's see, old Bettan. Where are you? You're over here. Gamla Bettan, there you are. We'll have to hook this up. 9 megawatts. I think I could pull more out here if I wanted to. But yes, we're talking about a deficiency in fuel for the nuclear power plant, so maybe we should not be considering how we should maximize its output. I figured the fuel was worth millions, was it not? And now here turned into electricity and power. Damn it, that is extremely useful stuff that we're doing here. Yes. Anyway, Assassino, how are you doing nowadays? Okay, yes. Students, okay, if we check here. Oh, yes, you have a decent amount of educated people and everything. Yes, and good mix, very good. But this place, they are lacking in chemicals. That is a problem. I'm not sure that the amount of workers is a problem, but the amount of chemicals certainly are. I'm going to need something more robust. And the problem is that there just isn't that much chemicals, There just isn't. Let's see, Swedish fabric factory has 4 tons of it. Here's something in the covered hull. 4.4 tons out of 4.8 you're moving. You're going to Beatus. You're going to this area, but you're not going directly to... It does not have a dedicated truck. I think it should have. Yes. It is getting a dedicated truck. And I do have a road vehicles depot down here. Down here. What's this? Not what we need. We're transporting chemicals. We're getting some, preferably something small and quick. And still carrying a bit. Covered hull. Quick. Remember, it doesn't matter if it's quick or not, because the roads are so terrible, and we cannot even buy. We cannot even get by, barely. We would increase so much in efficiency if the roads were upgraded to asphalt, or if the railroad would ever be completed. Chemicals and weight, I think. And then you're going here somehow. Yes, there is a road. It'll find its way, and you're going. I'm having to concentrate really hard here. You're not going here. No, you're going to stay off. That's where you're going. Here. There you go. Unload. Go. and we should try and keep you around, and maybe send you off a bit earlier than whatever. Could try sending you directly to the chemicals factory. Yes. Because these also use chemicals, but in a smaller amount, they also need chemicals. Okay, then. Am I having the distribution office provide chemicals for these? Or how's it working? I don't know. All related vehicles. There's just one. Chemicals. You get that from Beatas road cars. Okay. So that's how it works. Yes, I have a few trucks bringing the stuff from the factory up here to warehouse, and then one truck for each, I think, and going out here. That worked great when at the time where there was we had a great stock of chemicals. Now the stock of chemicals isn't that great any longer. It's quite poor. But this truck, 0.64 tons. I think that's pretty good. Sounds good. I suppose I could import chemicals. I could. It's like cement, you know, it's really... I have the ability, but it's a jävla meck, alltså. It's a jävla meck. What do you do here? This is okay. Twin reactor. You have 370 kilograms left there in the thing. It used to be fully loaded, and this is the byproduct. Yes, it is not in the atmosphere as it would be if we would have continued with the coal. It is here instead, in these little barrels. Yes, it does seem to consume quite a bit of fuel, this, and I'm not really sure that the balance feels right. One thing for sure that is that the nuclear power, the amount of fuel is very, very small in relation to the work and power, call it energy, that you can get out of it. Yes, especially energy. Work a bit. Yes, quite a significant amount. 30% or something. That's great. Unless you want to destroy something, of course, then you can get like 100% efficiency. Well, almost. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about right now. I think I should be quiet and instead ponder on why I choose this truck. I don't know. It's going to food. Okay. What we're really waiting for is this here truck. There's another one. What are you doing? You have crops. Okay. There's plenty of crops here. And the chemical plant is so goddamn slow. And there is a little bit of an emergency, I'd say. Because if the thing goes out of as electricity, yes, then we go out of electricity. If the thing goes out of fuel, over there in Oskarshamn. Somewhere. Anyway, Podogeo. No, we're heading out to say off here, and we take a truck if we don't already have one. And by the way, are you fine? That's the theater. Here it is. Yes, you're actually doing great. Fantastic. 11 adult children. Oh, fantastic. It doesn't say adult children anymore. Adults 21 plus. They have changed that. That's really unfortunate. Anyway, that's fantastic. So we have the workers, we just need the resource, and the resource we need is chemicals. And let's see, the distribution office here, what are you involved with? Food stuffs and okay, fuel. You cannot bear any more tasks, that's fine. Of course we don't have anything. But we could repurpose this one, for example. Yes. What will we bring? Yes, chemicals. Very good. I don't want to close. I want to do this. And the fantastic thing here is that we have a border post, customs house, so very close by. Load chemicals. Go to. Well, you could go to the warehouse, I suppose. And then it will get distributed by existing infrastructure. Yes. This will cost a bit, but it will be worth it. Something has arrived. Yes, I lost the track that we were supposed to be following. But we can get it back. It is heading. That's not it. Covered. You don't have any. It's you then. Yes. You're about halfway there. Yes, and now they ran out of, not yet, but they will run out of 1.8. Okay, they have a bit. But, I mean, is this enough you're going empty? It's not necessary. Wait, if this works, I don't know. I think I saw some note about there being a bug with this. Having to wait, we'll see what happens. Oh, this is going really strongly here. But we are a bit low on it. Low, but we can always have more. You? Well, you could stand to have a few more workers, but I cannot get you. It's too much filling, way too much filling about to do that. You have no idea. Yes, I do. There's a lot of filling. Oh. Right. Okay, you're still not only half. I mean, can we? Yes, I have fixed more chemicals. I was about to say, can we get more chemicals? Yes, we are getting more chemicals. There should be a truck here somewhere. Here it is. 2.7 tons. Not a lot, but there we go. if one were to abandon the idea of building one's own trains and instead find out what a train would cost. And there the game crashed for some unknown reason. It started doing that. We'll see what the autosave has to offer. Pardon the black screen. We can look at this, I suppose. It's an old time lapse. But it's really not necessary to we'll see if this autosave will do it. Get rid of this stuff. There we go. And fingers crossed. I forgot to check how old this was, but it shouldn't be old, and it's working. I mean, this we can live with. I suppose one just don't know what, if anything, has transpired, and not 26th of April. I have absolutely no idea. But the truck is here, right? They're producing. Let's check this one. Open. Are you set to wait here? Yes, then it's very recent. Yes. Good. Thank you, autosave, indeed. Oh, look at this. Steel in large amounts. Now, the point of Molna here was to establish a base of operations so that we could bring in steel and heavy things here via the rail network. And they might just be getting there. This may just be the second to final, the penultimate bit. Or it does go all the way. Then this may be the final thing. And then, I mean, all of this is completed. Yes, you would have to follow traffic laws from this point on. That's okay, I think. This has not been signaled, but that's fine. For now, yes, all of this is built. Very good. I have two in here. Are you doing anything? Yes, you are. You know, I think these have actually gotten a bit on the way here. Yes, they've almost made it all the way to here. That's fantastic. It took them quite some time. And what's this? Why is there a sign here? This, okay, this is one thing. All of that, okay, I see. Good. Over the road, oh my god. The bridge over the rail is completed. And does it not look completely ridiculous? Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but this is terrible. But the way you should do bridges in this game is to raise the terrain up. And then just have a span. Then it could look good. Then it can look pretty damn decent. But that is not what we're having. We have a brick bridge, but that's good. Now, if we could only get this road built, and then we could have a train diesel station here. And yes, you're now finished. This is finished. This is finished. We get to place signals. Oh, joy. All except this bit can now be signaled up, I think. I am... yes. Signaling music. What could be signaling music? This maybe. Well, let's try it. Dum, 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 dum. You're coming in here. So we'll have one of those. One here. You're leaving there. Good. Here is where you want it. You cannot place. This is something else, not something you want. And here. I'm messing with him. Now there. Then we're going to have to fix this somewhat. And yes. What? Okay, that's that way. Oh, that's really short, you know. Okay, but that's fine. Everything is red for some reason. Yes, we're not done this bit yet. Now, watch. I'm not sure if this will do it. Perhaps chain signal. Yes, that did something. And then also this bit. Also that there is a train in here is of course affecting the redness of the signal. Are you now blocking yourself? That means my signals are not working as intended. The way I remember it was that you need one in every exit, whenever in between every junction, and then you can actually do this, and it will work. But this one, yes, maybe it wasn't finished. That's why I'll go with that for now, at least. And you can leave here and go about your business to wherever this leads. I don't know. It seems to be a long way. Yes, it's all the way out to... Oh, yes, we're here. We're at Korosna. You're blue. Okay, yes, and it's red. We can signal up here as well. Definitely. Here. Or no, not there at all. That's terrible placement. Here, no, here, and here, I think. Yes. And here. This is fun. We're laying down the rules of the road, of the railroad. Okay, now to put a train on this. We're also going to need a train diesel station, but yes, a depot ought to be a good thing to have. But you know, I'm going to have to do a level crossing. In that case, if I'm going to have the train depot here, where else could we have the train depot? Well, here is not enough space to take off a thing off the roundabout. No, unfortunately not. Unless we were to do something silly. I mean, it's not impossible to do. It's possible to do anything. No. That way, we actually really don't want signals. Want signals here. That means it's going to be red. While there are vehicles out there, I may have made a mistake here. Because, the construction things will not work. They will get here and then... no! Their infrastructure is complete. Yes, it might work. We'll see. How many workers do we have here? 34. Building is without power supply. Yes. That's it then. That's not good. People get upset very quickly. 20 adult children. We need to build some housing. Nuclear fuel. We need... But... let's see. How far away are we from nuclear fuel? You have question mark. I cannot deal with that right now. Beatus. Come here. Point 15 out of 2 tons you have, and you have chemicals. But you have no electricity, of course. And then I suppose you don't do much. No, we're going to have to bring old faithful online. Gamla vettan. Come on then. We need to cold start the grid, and then this is an occasion. Cold starting the electricity grid and all of the things. I wonder how long ago it went out. We can figure out that once the grid is restarted. And no, we'll have one of these. There we go. And you shall now have workers again. Gamla vettan, get ready. Yes, and this bit that goes. This is an export line. It is not a heavy one. Let's look at the coal resource available. 1310 tons. Oh, not too bad. Building is power, missing resources, power. Okay. I suppose. I wonder if that has something to do with this having a high voltage hookup. It has always had that. But it takes power from a substation happily, and it doesn't use that much. Well, now it's not a good example, but even at full tilt, less than half megawatt. So that's easily covered by one of these, which can do 4 times as much. Now, gamla vettan, now you're rolling. Now everything is back online, and so also then the nuclear fuel production. I mean, I actually do know my way around if I just think about it instead of randomly flinging us in all sorts of directions. Yes, indeed. Hans Asino isn't here. That you want to do something? No, it is over at the uranium production thing, uranium enrichment. Yes, 0.18 tons out of 2 tons. Yes, you're soon you'll be online. But online. One interesting thing though, now here we can have a look at the gamla vettan. Where are we? Here you are. abouts is 13 megawatts, out of which how much is export? 10. So internally we use 13 megawatts apparently. Okay, that's good. Was as of now, no one should be without power. Who isn't always without power? That is. I see you have electricity. Yeah, I think it's good. But we have. Oh no! But this don't crash. No, it doesn't crash like that. That's something different. You know what? We're also going to do one of those. One of these. Yes. For an interruption, and we continue with looking at the ground. No, we're continuing by Molna road. Be complete, please, so we can get this built. And yes, we are ready to deploy a train. If we would have had a train depot, I should have built one long time ago. Yes, but I have not decided on where is a good spot for it. Here you have a roundabout. That's very handy. Here we have fuel. Here we have a line that is that can go everywhere. That has fuel readily available, somewhat. And you actually want the train depot a bit far away, a bit of a ways away from your fuel station. So the train goes to that thing first of all. Out here then maybe? Yes, it's very far away from everything, but who doesn't mind having a bit of a voyage when the train leaves for 800? It's not even a third of what I need for the contract. No, I need a bit quicker return on the investment here of the railroad. In fact, is this the premiere of the train? I'm gonna have to go and get a beer. In that case, we'll see. We'll see how far we get with this. We want a train depot. The train depot. Where would you want it? Here. Let's have a look at the terrain. It is moderate, but I think it'll be fine. This is not inconceivably far away for them to build. To build, then we're still quite a ways away from train. Yes, but still, let's have a look. No, you didn't need to do that much. Good. No. Fire engines coming from that way. Construction vehicles coming from this way. Do we do a... I don't know, it's... could we do a curve somehow? I'm still not quite sure how this works. You have to build the bit out of the intersection first. That's how it works. That will take a while. I mean, maybe I'll pay for this road and let them build the other one in the fullness of time. Yes. because then they can get to work on this. Why is this window so large? I don't know. But now we need railroad. That's going to be a pleasure. Laying rail for the first time. Here. Now, from this way, let's say we just do this. Yes, and here, that. And we move this signal up to here. Simple as that. Try and keep it as basic as possible. There we go. If a train exists here, it is red. Yes, and we don't let the train out if it is red. There we go. That's that. These will be impossible to build under current circumstances. I'm going to click this button. The nuclear power plant is running again. But for that bit, yes. This bit though, maybe not. Let's see, zoom out a bit to get a bit of perspective. It's just a line for the depot. We don't need something too grandiose. We could, yes, but we also want something nice. Yes, but this is so long that we're going to have to put in crossings and things. As I realize. Okay. Yes, I think so. Is this perhaps signaled up? Yes, it is. Now let's see. There was a question mark on the train. Yes, there was, because on the train building thing, where did it go? Train here. So here it is. Yes, that would be because there is a one-way signal here. Problem is just that you're going to have a problem here. Because you're coming this way and you're not really going to be able to go that way around the traffic circle. I suppose we have to do something here. There, this is just emergency. You just have to do it. And then you'll have where is the signals? Where are the signals? And could we get rid of some trees? Yes, this for some reason I know exactly where it is. Yes, okay. Did you figure it out? Or are there no signals? Here there are. Here there are none. You should be fine now. You are fine now. Very good. Now you can do a little crossover there and then get on with your life by doing something like that. Problem is just that you have a red because of this. I don't know if we'll continue mixturing with this a bit. There we go, and there we go. That should allow you to go. But this is not good. This is not going to work. Yes, it is. He's just going to have to clear this one, and then you can go. Yes. Oh, of course, yes. Oh, okay. I think that we have a working something of a traffic system. Might actually work. Oh, this is not signaled. This is much stuff here. We should have a chain signal. No. Here. And a way out. A bit. The whole point of this swoopy thing here was to be able to get a queue going. If one needs to, would have the need. Yes, so there we have it. And then it's pretty much, a switching yard, all of this. And that means one train at a time. In this case, anyway, that should be all that's required. Yes. Okay. And over here, yes, it's complete. Almost. We don't have any fuel in here. But I mean, the train will consist of even a means of hauling petroleum, food, meat. Not for now. Aggregates, no, maybe not for now neither. Steel, I mean open hull stuff, steel, bricks, heavy things, mostly heavy things, and fuel, maybe bitumen, no, fuel and heavy things primarily is what we want. Now, I hope that you're working on this place properly. Construction not assigned to construction office, but this road you have managed to get yourselves involved with. But no, it is not connected to. Damn it! Now you will probably figure it out on your own. You ought to figure it out. Yes, you did. No, the game did not crash. Thought it would crash with an autosave. What am I doing? I'm telling you to build something. What would that be? It would be this. Yes. That's what it would be. I mean, dear friends, I think there's only one thing for it. There will be a fourth act involving a train and a beer, I think, and such. And it's properly late, but it is a pretty good evening. Well, all things considered, I suppose. Steel, yes, finally. Steel, very good. Coal, yes. We don't need to run on Old Faithful for the moment. Or maybe we do. Maybe we should keep the nuclear stuff as export only. After all. You're working. Great. I mean, by the time we actually get the train here, it will be full already. unfortunately, but that's the way it is. Oh, this fantastic. This is complete. We need to tell you to build. That is the road. It's complete. There we go. Is there anything else that these people might need? Yes, there is. More of them is what we need. Where do we put them? I mean, this, we could tear out all of this and then have another one of these. Because there are 14 adult children. Even though it doesn't say adult children anymore. No, we ran into the thing with the children. Damn it. It doesn't work. And when you have that, no, we have that place there forever. It is doomed, indeed. It is doomed. Therefore, you almost have to do it this way. Yes, come on. Get out. Get out. Thank you. And still, children are apparently living here. Yes, what do you do with these? Parent. Maybe if we take the parent, we cannot take the parent and relocate. No. Well, that's screwed then. This is not though. This is the one that is screwed. 13 people living here. Wouldn't you know it? These are empty. This is where you should move them. As then we don't need to feel quite so... not that I feel quite so bad about it right now, but they're getting a proper upgrade. Moving to these flats. Yes, demolish this quality of flats. 65%. That's quite poor. And now you're getting 92%. Imagine. Oh, you can't delete this part of infrastructure. I suppose the ambulance has to get out first. There isn't anything here. Get rid all. Get rid. Okay, so we're left with this one. It's not something we're left with. This one. This is yes, it gets me every time. 5 children, 1 worker, 6 children. Yes. No, and you didn't take your children with you for some reason. Yes, we cannot do anything about this. No. What can we do here is the question. And I think we can do something. We can do an apartment building. Flats, prefabricated. Yes. Except that there is not... Could we do 2? Oh. Well, if we wouldn't have these, we could have done 2. But as it stands, there will be 1. You want to do something here? I promise you want to, otherwise we're going to have a bad time. I suppose we are going to have a bad time. No, we're going to have a great time. Build that and also build a road here. Yes, and the rest we'll do ourselves. Now, how is the nuclear power, nuclear fuel generation, generation fabrication going? You were supposed to hit pause and wait for the train depot to be finished. Yes, but I need to look up on this, you know. It has a decent production thing. Yes. And here 0.42 tons of fuel in the reactor. Yes. I think we're improving. Much has this cost us in the forms of chemicals? 68,000. We need to ramp up the chemicals production somehow if we're going to do all this stuff. Yes, but dear friends, I'll be right back, you know, as usual. Yes, and there we go again. Indeed, we're trying just to be safe, or to tempt faith, or whatever it is we're. Yes. Oh. Program stopped responding, but then it responded again. Let's have some music to help it along. The Workers' March. It cannot fail to the Workers' March. Don't think that is possible. No. But it is taking its good time. Yes. Oh, it crashed. Fantastic. You know, that's not so great. There's something going on here. And what that is, I don't know. Is it... pardon. What have I done? What have I done? I mean, I can only try going back in the autosave history and see. It is indeed doomed. That is not very old. No, you know what? This is not going to happen. Okay. We're trying again. Fingers crossed and everything. What's going on here? No. Damn it. I'm going to have to say I'll try and be back. Fingers crossed, yes. Yes. And there we are. And just a tad of a time later. And we're back. I don't know what happens. For some reason, save games get corrupted. But it seems possible to go back to earlier autosaves, and as luck would have it, nothing has happened, I don't think. I mean, in terms of something has happened, progress has been made. Look at this. We can buy trains, perhaps. We can at least price them up. And we can even deploy trains this way. This is not really needed. This bit. No. Anyway, let's see about the train then. We're gonna need many. But let's see about one for starters. A diesel locomotive. Well, I can afford some things. I think. Yes, I can afford this. This is a very dinky little one, but it's good. The CME3 is very, very nice, but it's much more expensive. This one is not available anymore, unfortunately. But if I could buy the plans and build it myself, then that would be something. This doesn't cost any more than the CME3, and it's better. Yes, we'll have East Germany. Yes, okay, East Germany. I'm going to need many trains. Well, that's 100,000, 200,000 rubles. We're forgetting something. Yes. We're forgetting something. There we go. We're also forgetting some more music. No. There we go. A train with a 200,000 locomotive. Then say cargo wagons. What we really need and want is open wagons. They aren't that expensive. I can actually afford a train. Fantastic. Let's have trains then. I can afford many trains. I'm going to need to go cheap. This is the cheapest one. That is still sold. Yes. Yes, it will do. And we're going to do... No, we're not going to do a multi-train. We're going to do one cargo type per train. So you will be open hull thing. Like these, you know. Yes. These, maybe. Yes, a few of these. Remember, this is small scale stuff. Three will do, and also try and keep the costs down, if possible. If not possible, then don't do it. But you won't be able to buy as many things. And fuel. We definitely want to be able to transport around on the rail. No, you're not going there. You want to here. But you, of course. Yes, 3 of those as well, please. So that's the steel and the bricks and the stuff taken care of. And that's the fuel primarily taken care of. We also going to need, maybe not quite yet, well, if we really want to take some traffic off the roads, then I know we could start distributing things. Keep calm here now. We start with this. Yes, we start with this. This and this. Yes. You both. One of you fuel thing. You will go here. And you will wait until loaded for fuel. That will take quite some time. There are 380 tons of fuel available in the tank that is not available to the train, but the train will get all of the output, I would think, of the oil refinery. So, it's good we have a little bit of a buffer here. We do go through quite a bit of fuel as well. And the other one here, we wanted to get steel from this place. Yes, steel. Wait until loaded, of course. Is this signaled? No. It is not going to have to do that. Is this not not signaled neither? That's good. Signaling is fun. No, especially it is. What happened? Dramatic music is happening right now. Anyway, yes, and then this is where we're going, Molna, to the open storage here, but we don't only want steel, we want prefab panels as well. And you are of course going to load 50-50 or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Wait and unload and wait for that as well. And you do something completely different, in fact. Is the fuel station here? Yes, it's complete. But there is one on the way that you will take, which we will need to deliver some fuel to via road as in the beginning here, before we get this established properly. And it's out here that we want to go. Here. Yes, unload. Fuel. Yes. And really, it is not a good idea to send something out before we have sorted the fuel situation for them. There should be tankers here. Yes. Look at this. There's a big, great one. Yes. I only want you to do like one run. Yes, one run is what you're going to do. And that will have to sort them. And then the trains will have to do the deliveries. Yes, it says very convinced that it's going to work. And this feature has been in a while now, but it's very useful that you can then send it there. And that will be one time it will do this. Which is very useful right now. Yes, cheers. That was good. It's the green can again, the Holba. A perfect, excellent ending magic here on the thing. Yes. Double checking the recording about the lights and things. Yes, auto-saving. You are auto-saving often. But then, I can't really, I'm not trusting you to a very high degree right now. Can we send trains out of here? I mean, the one that is just going to park up over by here for a year or two. We ought to be able to. We are able to. Yes, it's a premiere for the trains on this in the traditional farmers' democracy. And there we go. Old Faithful is going. Is it really necessary for her to be going? It shouldn't be. But what's the easiest way to find out if it is? I don't even know. I wanted to look at the train, but that's not moving for a while. You can be moving. We can let you move soon. Let's just have a look over in Oskarshamn here. If everything is alright. Well, there is certainly a lot of steam coming out of those there cooling towers, and 0.6 tons. Well, it hasn't gone up since last we were here, so that's a very good thing. I think that the fuel production is keeping up as long as they get enough chemicals, which they do now, since we import just as much as they need with a little truck in a convoluted way. In addition to our own resources, of course, but how much have we bought? 182,000. That's a significant amount. Yes, how much money have we made? So this doesn't make sense. Yes, we do all this stuff and all that stuff and everything, and out of the money we make of that, it costs like 20% of it is cost for this part of the process. Oh, that doesn't make sense, but we'll keep it going. Of course we will, for now, until we can produce enough chemicals ourselves. And I have a plan for that, but not ready quite yet. What am I doing out here? But no. Do we still have adult children? Yes, we have adult children. And we should build some housing. Where do we need more people? It's always in Polocheo, because that's where everything is. Yes, we have these. This is a very awkwardly laid out town when you try and make some sort of sense of it. I mean, I suppose we could knock a few houses down here and try and get the street in here, maybe. Where's the store? It is right there. That should do it. That ought to be fine. No one's even living here. So 3 people are living here. Yeah, we can live here instead, perhaps. Yes. Click. Remove. Remove. Yes. And then here we don't want this right now. I'm afraid you're a bit in the way. It's all full, even the shacks are full. This one's not full. Yes, the villager's house, which initially all villagers got settled to, I think is no, it's not. There's very few. Did I move people out of the villager's house? That was. Did not really think that one through. That's the case. That one, this is not even where I am working. This is where I am. And I think we got it. And this bit as well, yes. Yes, I mean, building trains aren't really within the grasp, I don't think. So we might as well spend a bit on some proper streets. It is very, very expensive. Yes, I have to complain every time, because there is. And this was a bit hard to calculate. What was I am going to place on this street again? Residential housing for the people, of course. residential buildings. Yes. Anything here that, the Stalinism has served us well in this town. I don't know if it looks so good on a street like this, perhaps 2 classic tower blocks ought to do it. Why not? If they'll fit, which I don't think they will, but one will fit. It's not equipment for citizens you want, it's the residential buildings. Yes, like so. Well, I have to squint to see here. Oh, that was maybe a bit heavy on the get citizen thing. But some, definitely. And could we have one on the other side of the street? No, I don't think we could. Oh, we could. Thank you. Road and I am auto purchasing these for dollars. What the hell am I doing? Stop it. That was really not my intention. But that's okay. It's a good thing I have a lot of dollars, I suppose. Where are you in relation to things? Things are that way. What can you walk to and what can't you walk to? You can walk to a store but not school. And what about you? Oh, this is too much. Yeah, you can walk to none. And the hospital, university is over there. Where's the hospital? Hospital is, I don't know. Anyway, maybe we can optimize this a bit. Could we get one through here? Yes, we could. Yes, and then if you go there, you get that, I suppose. But we're wanting to go that way in a short space length as possible. In accordance with how the game calculates such things, of course. Now then, will you be able to walk to store here? And I don't know. Oh, I've scrolled down. Yes. You may now walk to school and store. You may now prosper. I didn't check the other one. This is really confused getting up. Yes, but it looks showing 0053, so it is quite late. Cheers indeed, friends. And I keep forgetting what it is I'm doing all the time. But this, that's a way of describing confusion. If you go here, 300 tons of meat. Very good. Anyway. should we get this train of hardened? Pardon me. As this train of steel. Look at this. We now have plenty of steel here, and here you're missing iron. Even so much steel have you done. That's good. You, how much fuel have you? 51 tons already. That's not bad. Maybe we should send you on your way to here. No, we don't need. We have a truck. We can retire that truck now. It is already retired. It is automatically retired. You see, 28 tons of fuel. That will last them a while. And now the open hull. Come here. Yes. And you just go. Simply go. Oh yes, there you go. And there we have it, the second train. One that hopefully will bring steel and prefab panels for further development of this here traditional farmers dictatorship. Yes, there is traditional dictatorship that now has access to the Iron Horse in the year of 1980, I believe it is, 81 even. Yes, modern times here. There are only about 30 odd, 40, 50 odd year technology that we have finally adopted here. Yes, and we're plowing through here, the junction, very nice. I mean, much of the signaling, I think, I have pretty decent confidence is working actually. But there's also other things that I'm not sure of, such as this coming up here. Will we make it? This is a very good start. Yes, pardon me. We are wrapping up. I just want to see the first steel arrive to the open storage. And here we get to see load, hopefully. And the prefab panels. And I didn't bring any bricks, but that's fine. Yes, you load up on the prefab panels and then you load up on nothing. I know you're loading up on more. No, that's steel. I was about to sort of rage quit there, but we did okay. Pardon. And I think, no, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? You are confused. Multi-rail unload. So here you say something is wrong, you don't need to go. Dear friends, we have at least loaded the train. What did you say? And what are we? 3 hours almost. Yes, thank you so very much for watching, dear friends. We'll see what we can do about this train and other things. Good night.